As horse racing's greatest get ready to take the stage, Breeders' Cup is working to provide an ecosystem of care to keep these athletes safe. As part of the Breeders' Cup commitment to safety, in the lead-up to its World Championships, the track surfaces where the event is held are subject to a battery of tests from an independent lab, the Racing Surfaces Testing Laboratory. Kaleb Dempsey, the lab's chief technology officer, says consistency is key.
A safe track is a consistent racetrack. What we're doing is we're taking a look at all these different variables and we are comparing the industry averages, standard deviations, and other statistical information and begin to benchmark and potentially reduce what would be risk factors on the surface. We are checking for that spatial consistency, and what we want to see is ideally that the same numbers are all the way around the racetrack, because that would indicate that the surface is consistent.
The lab uses devices that simulate a horse's impacting the surface at high speed.
We get multiple data sets. We get cushioning, which is the peak vertical impact loads. We get slide, which is the resistance to the hoof wanting to move as it impacts the surface. And we also get stuff like impact firmness, which are the peak decelerations of the hoof when it strikes the surface. We couple that with GPS data so we can plot where it is on the track. We also take moisture measurements and we take cushion depth measurements at the same time and see if a correlation exists.
The lab also uses ground-penetrating radar to measure the consistency of the track cushion and conducts similar impact testing of the turf course. If Dempsey finds any issues, he alerts the track maintenance experts.
We work directly with the racetrack superintendents, specifically those who are directly involved with maintaining the racetrack. When something arises, like, hey, we saw an area of inconsistency, we are relaying that to the track superintendent. And when we see stuff, we talk with them about it. We see if it gets addressed, we'll retest, we'll reevaluate, and we can give them constructive feedback.
So that before the horses reach the starting gate, we know that the racing surfaces are as safe and fair as they can be. For more on Breeders' Cup commitment to its athletes, visit breederscup.com/safety.